when he's getting out in transition and making plays. You've got to take away his ability to get in the lane, make him a scorer.
Tom Izzo aiming for win number 750 tonight in his illustrious career. 31st season as Michigan State head coach. Going over some final instructions with his crew. Trying to knock off this USC team for Eric Musselman. They've gotten off to a terrific start. Second season as head coach. They beat Michigan State last year 70-64. 12-2 record on the year. 1-2 in league play. This is a really important game in the early conference season for Coach Musselman as he continues to build this Trojan program.
It is. Remember, he's playing without one of his best players in Rodney Rice, who averaged 20 points a game, shooting 39% from three. And this team has really been injured this year, missing Amarion Dixon. And so they just don't have the depth that they're accustomed to having, and they've got to get some momentum here on the road.
Well, you counted on Rodney Rice and Elijah Arenas to be the two generals for this offense, your 2 point guards. Neither have been able to play. Rice is out for the rest of the season. Arenas should be back sometime this month for the Trojans. But again, it's not an excuse, it's an explanation as to why they've had some growing pains. There's not that leader at a key position right now.
Yeah, puts a lot of pressure on guys like Jordan Marsh and Ryan Cornish, guys who would ordinarily be coming off the bench. Now they're in starting roles and they need their production.
To work early inside, and that's a quick 2 for Ezra Assar.
I love the fact that he caught it and went quickly, because most teams have been doubling him down in the post.
And you see USC get back quickly defensively off that made bucket. Big stressor today for USC at the shoot-around, the practice before the game. They said, get that ball out of the bucket and get back quickly as Cohen Carr drives. And that's an offensive foul on Carr, his first.
Yeah, that's what they're going to see tonight, Cohen Carr. His teams are going to be playing off of him and forcing him to put the basketball on deck. And he's got to make a little change of direction move and maybe a Euro step to get by him. That's a good call by the official.
Here's Ryan Cornish, he'll bring it up. Cornish began the season with a string of DNPs, did not play, but he worked his way into the lineup and now starting for USC as Jacob Kofi loses that ball inside.
He was given the opportunity, took 2 charges, including one against Oregon, and they inserted him into the starting lineup.
Here's Carr for 3. Off the heel, and the rebound caroms into the hands of the former Michigan Wolverine, Terrence Williams.
So he's going to have to prove that he can make that shot. Otherwise, he's going to have to drive it, take up the space, and use his power and bounce to get over the top.
Easter on a curl to the rim, off on that one, but there's Assar battling on the glass, gets 2 rebounds in that possession, but can't convert.
The length on the interior for Michigan State bothered them on that possession.
Jeremy Fears, second in the nation, 9.1 assists per game, looking for his first. But Chukwu, who was out of the lineup with an illness in the loss to Nebraska, misses his first opportunity.
Notice so far USC doing a phenomenal job on the defensive end, not allowing any paint touches for Michigan State.
There's Ezra Assar, jump stop in the paint, off on that shot. And Jackson Kohler, top 25 in the United States in rebounding. He's been phenomenal on the glass.
Double-double machine.
Here's Fears. Kohler has it slip through his fingertips and a foul. In the scramble for the basketball, Jerry Easter II picks up his first personal foul.
Casey Jacobson said it beautifully before the game began in the pregame, is in order for USC to have a chance to win this game, they've got to slow down number 1, Jeremy Fears Jr., the second leading assist man in the country. When you're playing against guys like that who can spray it around, you've got to make him a scorer. Casey said it earlier, 2 of 18 in their 2 losses from the field.
Michigan State trying to crack the seal in the scoring column. It's Carr, wide open 3.
And they are just daring Carr to shoot that one. He's got to take a couple dribbles and get into his back down game and force them to have to double. He's too explosive near the rim to not do so.
But why are they letting him shoot the 3? He's now 5 of 27 from 3 on the year. Assar with 12 to shoot for USC. Kofi, he'll launch from deep. And we've got a whistle and a foul on the floor, battling for the rebound, and Jeremy Fears Jr. picks up his first. Ugachukwu will leave Kurtang on the floor.
Yeah, folks, defensively, you just have to play the percentages. USC knows that Cohen Carr is better in the paint, and they're just daring him to shoot these three-point shots, and he's giving into it. He's got to take up that slack and use that bounce and strength to try to explode to the rim.
Cornish off the inbound, able to get the three. His 7th made three this season. Quickly up the floor, it's Carr to the rim with a hammer. An emphatic way.
Flight 55 has just taken off. Cornish
Around the screen, and a Sarr called for the moving screen. Personal foul number 1 on Sarr.
Yeah, one of the ways you can beat a defense that's packing the lane is you play out in transition ahead of it. Cohen Carr, one of the most explosive players we have in the collegiate game in the open floor. He looked like his hairline touched the front of the rim. He was up.
They say he can touch 12 feet with that vertical, and you believe it every time you watch him play as Williams intercepts the pass, and now on the move.
51-inch vertical leap. That's ridiculous.
Williams trying to back down Fears in a little bit of a mismatch. Williams stays with it. That hook won't go. Rebound batted around, and it's scooped up inside by Jackson Kohler.
Well, they didn't come up with it, but I love the fight that USC has brought to the battle tonight on the glass.
Step in for 2 for Carr. And the rebound by Williams just ripped it away from Carson Cooper.
So far, USC doing a really nice job of blocking out on the interior. That's going to be important for them the rest of this game.
Out rebounding Michigan State 7-3 early on. Here's Chad Baker-Mazara off the bench, and a turnover to Michigan State will take us to our first media timeout in East Lansing. Intense early, and the visitors with the early edge on the scoreboard.
Wild Card Weekend has 2 must-see games on Fox. Saturday, it's Rams-Panthers.
Touchdown!
And on Sunday, Eagles-Niners.
Sensational!
Wild Card Weekend, powered by Verizon, on Fox.
Attention families. The decision to extract them is up to you.
I'm not pushing no button.
Please hit that button.
We got fire!
Extracted. Season premiere Monday, January 26th on Fox.
The holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $5,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
When 2 mammals love each other, sometimes they do like a hug.
Hey, Chris, you're out. Huntley, you're in.
Tyler Huntley, backup parent.
If only there were backups in real life. But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
Wow, I feel really prepared for life now.
How's that flu?
I got this. I don't got this.
You need DayQuil Intense Flu.
Power through your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. You do got this. DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching fever, power through your flu medicine.
Five-2 advantage very early for USC. 15:49 remaining in the first half here on FS1. Let's look back to last season. February 1st, 2025, arguably USC's best win of last year. They upset number 7 Michigan State at home, snapping the Spartans' 13-game win streak. USC was in control the entire game. Desmond Claude had 19 in the 70-64 win. And Eric Musselman will tell you, look, this program is continuing to build. Yeah. This team is probably going at the end of the year to be better than that team we saw last year at USC. But right now, it's early January. You haven't had a point guard really to fill that spot. It's a build, a work in progress, if you will, for USC.
And missing several players due to injury. We spoke earlier about Elijah Arenas, who they were expected one of the best players coming out of high school at the two-guard position. He was going to be playing a little bit of point with two guards on the floor. He gets injured. And then Rodney Rice, who got up to a great start with 20 points a game, shooting almost 40% from the three-point line. He's out. And then most recently, the guy who they brought in to be a wing defender, Marion Dickerson is out. And so they're trying to patch and paste as they go along, and that's difficult to do in the rugged Big Ten.
Now you're going to get Elijah Arenas back, likely this month. Very talented but unknown player at this level. Chukwu to work. Michigan State just 1 for 5 in the early going from the floor. There's Kohler. Still plenty of time, 13 to shoot. He'll launch the contested 2, and he will hit.
He's been so consistent. Plays well with his back to the basket, but because of his ability to be able to shoot it, he can turn and face. And that puts the defense in jeopardy because you back up and now can shoot that one over the top. Well done. I like this lineup that Michigan State has in offensively.
Good find by Baker Mazar, and there's Cooper with the block.
Now you got 3 shooters out there on the floor on the perimeter.
One of them is Scott, and Jordan Scott, everything but the bucket on that look. Cornish will start it up the floor for USC.
I like the fact that Michigan State's starting to play a little faster, a little too slow early.
Williams short on that 3, and the shot just has not quite come back since the injury last year.
It takes a while, especially when it's upper body, it just takes a while. He's just not been able to find the rhythm.
There's Jordan Scott. 13 to shoot for Ugo Chukwu. Lob inside. Cooper with the hammer.
Because of the spacing and the threat of the shooters out there on the floor, USC can't pack the paint as they did earlier. Those middle ball screens and rolls will be wide open. That's well executed by the Spartans.
One of the big reasons why you like this lineup on the floor.
Much more shooting.
Baker Mazzara, the skip to Williams. Shot clock at 10. Here's Cornish. He'll try from deep. Pinballs out to Kurtang.
I still think Michigan State, when they get USC to miss, they got to play faster. Look for early opportunities in transition.
Here's Kohler. Scott.
Nice.
Back to Tang. Looking for 3. Rebound Scott. Second chance. Chukwu. Tough block for Cooper. A lot of gold jerseys around. Out to Tang. 5 to shoot. The runner is true for Kurtang.
Such a threat to shoot it. The guy closing out is closing out with urgency. A little shot fake gives you room to be able to get into the gap, and that's exactly what he did there.
8 straight for Michigan State. And USC just 1 for their last 11 in the midst of an over 4-minute drought.
Number 4 in gold's got to get it going.
And he turns it over instead.
It's his 2nd turnover since he's entered the game.
Chukwu explodes to the rim. Good coverage to come in and help out from the Saw.
Came over early. Perfect position.
Saw in the corner. There's Baker Mazzara. Gets past Scott. Can't connect there. Williams' follow won't go. Bodies all over the floor as Kohler gets the rebound. Numbers for Michigan State if they hurry. Scott underneath. Good find, and Cooper will go to the line for a pair. Let's go back to the lob from Ugo Chukwu.
And with 3 shooters on the floor, now the spacing is proper and it makes the help a little bit longer. And those middle ball screens will be wide open for either the handler or the roller. That time it was for the roller. Really well executed by Michigan State.
And not a surprise that with this lineup on the floor, we've seen more Cooper and more Kohler involved on the offensive end.
Well, when you have more shooting on the floor, it leads to more spacing, and it allows your offense to be, especially for a ball screen heavy post-up team like Michigan State, because early on, with the non-shooters out there on the floor, USC was just selling out to the painted area. You can't do that with the guys that are on the floor.
Trey Fort enters. Jesse McCullough enters for Michigan State. Cohen Carr returns. Meanwhile, for USC, Jaden Brownell, the transfer from Samford, on the floor, as is Jordan Marsh, the transfer from UNC Asheville.
And folks, keep your eyes on 33 in goal. He's 6'10" and can flat out stick it from the perimeter.
Looking to get some work done inside, and a turnover working against Cohen Carr.
Yeah, Cohen Carr doing a really nice job of battling on the high side, which changes the angle of that pass, makes it a little steeper, and flew out of bounds.
Now back to work in the offensive end. McCullough with Fears back out there to run the point. Nassar in the corner, pushing it back. Here's McCullough, short on the hook, and Brownell with a good box out.
Yeah, that's one of those just came off the bench, not quite loose yet. Shots. Always short.
But gonna shoot it anyway.
Oh, for sure. Nice.
And good hands by the freshman Jordan Scott. Fears. The skip down the baseline with the drive. That one popped out of the hand of Trey Fort that ends up with USC.
Yeah, we thought he got a little bump, but the defender was there, and you got to be a little bit stronger with that one.
With Chad Baker Mazzara, only one shot attempt for the leading scorer. 0 for 1 tonight.
With 2 turnovers.
Easter on the drive, down the left side of the lane for 2.
He read that beautifully.
McCullough and Easter, a little hurdle for Easter to get over the big man on the floor. Carr inside, good position and good walling up by Nassar.
He's done a really nice job with his help defense, but he's been really good on the ball as well.
Trojans down 3 with a basketball. Jordan Marsh directing traffic. Brownell set 3 in the corner, and Scott the rebound. Good minutes from Jordan Scott here in this early action for Michigan State. He'll set and launch the 3, and he hits. Some good defense turns into good offense, and it turns into Michigan State's largest lead.
You got to make sure you force him over that ball screen, make him use it. Didn't do it, created that space, and he was able to drill that 3 from the corner.
Looking to work. Easter inside. Contact from Trey Fort, and that'll send Jerry Easter II to the line after this timeout in East Lansing.
Much better spacing on the floor, little middle ball screen, and a beautiful pass by Ugo Chukwu with the dunk over the top, and then a little side ball screen. You don't force him over the top, make him use it, and he throws it. Michigan State up early.
Saturday, we've got a Big 12 conference battle on Fox. Bill Self leads his iconic Jayhawks, who look to establish themselves as one of the best in the nation.
What a play!
While the Mountaineers aim to make a statement on their home court. It all tips off Saturday at noon Eastern on Fox College Hoops.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diane.
Hi, I just received my new Discover card. It says cash back on every purchase. What's cash back?
It's new. Buy what you need, earn a little extra back.
Even on walkie-talkies, rope, and a baseball bat?
You betcha.
10 to 15 pumpkins? That works.
Absolutely.
How about flowers?
What he meant to say was flamethrower.
A what?
I'm Jamie, founder of Ring. Our latest invention, Retinal Vision. AI tuning delivers ultimate clarity for unmatched security. Protect your home like I do with Retinal Vision on new 4K cameras and doorbells from Ring. Shop now at ring.com.
Well, sure, your season's over. Hey, silver lining, no more stress watching. When your team gives you lemons, make Jim Beam and lemonade.
Refresh your season with Jim Beam and lemonade.
I'm not cleaning all these lemons.
Big Ten Plus gives you more games, more stories,
Unstoppable.
more highlights, 24/7. Download the Big Ten Plus app today.
Oh, why does my back hurt every morning? I stretch, I cold plunge. I even invested in a $5,000 mattress.
Well, you sit on this all day.
How did you get in my house?
The only way to fix your pain is to fix your sit. The Anthros chair is built around the true science of sitting.
Okay, but my chair has lumbar support?
Lumbar is a low bar when it comes to judging how a chair supports you. Research shows the real foundation of a healthier sit is pelvic support. That's why we created our patented precision posture system that supports the upper and lower spine independently based on your specific body shape.
Nice. 2 for 1.
With your pelvis supported, you can experience pain relief in your back, neck, and hips, improved posture, and the ability to sit through even the longest of work calls just to unmute and say,
"Nope, nothing from my end."
Fixing how you sit is the easiest healthy habit you can build. Try the Anthros chair, risk-free for 60 days.
Big Ten College Hoops is powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. 13-7 Michigan State over USC. We've got 10:15 to play in the first half in East Lansing. Eric Musselman, who, when he was helming the Golden State Warriors, coaching Gilbert Arenas, and now an opportunity to coach Gilbert's son, Elijah Arenas. And in pregame, good sign to see Elijah moving around, working out. We watched him at practice earlier today. He was moving around pretty good. That knee has been the problem, but expected to make his debut later this month. The McDonald's All-American, a 5-star recruit, and obviously some pretty talented genes for Elijah Arenas.
Yeah, I had a little nightmares looking at that Golden State group there because I lost to them a couple times as well. But no, it would be such an important, just a burst of energy for this team that they need to get a guy like that coming into it. Now, granted, we don't expect him to necessarily hit the floor running. He'd have to shake off some rust, but to have that kind of talent coming in at the point guard spot will give them another handler out there that can not only play make, but can create offense for herself as well.
How difficult is that to add a key contributor mid-season when you're already into the flow, everybody has their defined roles, and now a role comes in that changes other roles?
Yeah, it depends on the mental makeup of the teammates. If you have a very unselfish, team-oriented mentality, it'll take you just a little while because he needs to learn where his guys want to have the basketball, and then, of course, they'll need to know where his strengths are as well. So it'll take a little while for it to gel, but if it's a selfish-minded team, then it takes a lot longer to gel.
USC at the line for the first time tonight. This is something they do better than anybody in the country. They lead the nation in free throw attempts per game. They draw an average of 24 fouls a game.
That's incredible.
And there's a foul called on Jordan Marsh of USC.
And much of that is Esra Assar and Chad Baker-Mazzaro. Those guys find the foul line.
Esra Assar came into tonight with 128 free throw attempts. Nobody in the country with more.
It's unbelievable. His ability to be able to body seek both from the post and on the drive. Outstanding.
McCullough with 10 to shoot. The handoff to Fort. Back to McCullough. 3 on the shot clock. Fort will launch. Way off the mark on that 3. And the rebound ripped down by Jordan Marsh.
Notice how compressed the defense is. It's all packed in the paint, daring this unit to make a 3.
Now working inside against McCullough. The hook is short. McCullough trying to snare the rebound, ends up with Carr, and then a tie-up with the possession arrow favoring Michigan State. Spartans get the basketball on the alternate possession rule. When you talked about what USC is doing defensively against Michigan State, and they've kind of gone to work a little bit on what Nebraska did to Michigan State. Kohler at 19. The rest of the team against Nebraska was 10 of 40 from the floor and 5 of 22 from 3. Fear was able to hit that deep too.
Yeah, USC is gonna make him prove that he can make that shot before they're willing to make a game change.
If you're USC, you're a little concerned. 9 minutes to go in this first half, and an offense that averages 88 per game has scored 9.
And Chad Baker-Mazzaro has had no impact in this game, and he's their leading scorer.
Marsh lost that one down the baseline, and a turnover back to Michigan State.
And folks, we talked about earlier how USC is just packing the paint and shrinking the floor. And so they're going to force Jeremy Fears to have to make 3s and make those pull-up J's. I like the defensive game plan coming into this game for USC.
And we've got a whistle. Jeremy Fears was asking our official, Bert Smith, can I tie my shoe? Can I stop and tie my shoe?
They never stopped the game to let you or I tie our shoes up.
Well, I mean, I had no problem tying my shoe. I was usually somewhere behind the bench in about the 5th row. I could tie him anytime I wanted to. Sitting up in the press box. 15 to shoot for Fears, reversing his dribble and gets to the elbow for 2. That's pretty, and that's why Jeremy Fears is such a huge part of what Tom Izzo wants on this offense and defense.
Yes, and that's the area of his game that's greatly improved, is if he can continue to get into that 12 to 15-foot range mark, then he's pretty deadly from there.
There's Brownell. Fade away, tough shot. Short, rebound flipped out by Cam Ward to Fears. Fears navigating up the floor. Inside, felt the contact. He was trying to coax a foul, didn't get it. Offensive rebound, hammered home. How about Cam Ward? Been playing with a banged up wrist. It's feeling better. And then Chad Baker-Mazara gets on the board. He beat everybody down the floor.
He had a grown man move on one hand, and let's see if this can get Chad Baker-Mazara going, because that dude, once he sees it going through the rim, he can get hot quickly.
Timeout on the floor. Cam Ward, he's still battling a wrist injury. The brace on the wrist has gotten smaller and smaller. The power still there for Cam Ward, and the freshman hammers it home.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No.
What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Fill your potatoes? Oh, yes. Fill your eggs and pasta? Hello, creaminess. Philadelphia, a creamy touch of magic.
Welcome to BFFs with Fred and Puka. Brought to you by Experian. Who would you say is your BFF?
You're one of my BFFs for sure.
Pook, sorry, buddy. I already got a BFF. Experian, my big financial friend. They can help you lower your monthly bills, save you time and money, cancel unwanted subscriptions. Do you do any of that?
No, I don't.
Experian does, and they can do it for you, Puka. You're like my little BFF, though.
I don't think I'm that little, but I'll take the little BFF.
Oh, wait. Get the F from your big financial friend, Experian.
We know tradition. It's what inspires us to make Tostitos the traditional way, starting with whole corn kernels for our masa, crafted for that perfect crunch in every bite, with no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Tostitos. Tradition matters.
What does it take to be a pedigree pup league? Huddle up, let's go. Following direction. Let's huddle up or yeah. It takes being a good listener. Peanut, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to Peanut.
Tired of struggling with impossible messes in your tub and shower? Some cleaning sprays can be ineffective. Switch to Mr. Clean Foaming Bath Magic Eraser. Simply add water to effortlessly cut through 100% of soap, scum, and grime. And use Mr. Clean Extra Durable throughout your home, in the kitchen for burnt-on food, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It even erases 3 times more permanent marker per swipe. Switch to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brand power helping you buy better.
Arby's new meat in 3 box for just $7.99 is a 4-course meal deal. Unlike other value meals, this box won't leave you hungry. Whoa! Can you believe all this food fits in 1 box?
Arby's, we have the meats.
I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. If there's that much passion that they stormed the court, it's probably a backhanded compliment to us. You know, if we were a nobody, they wouldn't have stormed the court. So our guys got to realize that they play in a program that you're somebody. And somebody means the toughness and winning time, making winning plays. We got to do a better job of
that. That was quite the energy and enthusiasm at Pinnacle Bank Arena on Friday night when Nebraska nipped Michigan State. Points in the paint were a big story. 10 in that entire game, already 10 tonight for the Spartans.
And that's good because early on USC was packing the paint, but then all of a sudden Michigan State started to pound that offensive glass and get out in transition, and that's important for the Spartans.
There's Cooper to swing around. Tang steps in for a 2. And the rebound to Ryan Cornish of USC.
I think that was a little too close for Tang. Much better for 3.
USC's got to find some offense. Just 2 for their last 13. And Carr in there to swat it away.
Well, his quick reaction is impressive.
He'll go to work, step in for the elbow jumper, and that's true for Carr. He's got 4.
See, in that case, he didn't just settle. He kind of took up the space a little bit to get to 12 to 10 feet and able to knock that shot down, which he does consistently in practice.
And in rhythm, just very smooth.
Yes.
Tom Izzo is hoping to see more from Cohen Carr, and so far Carr has been active tonight.
Folks, he's not just a dunker. He impacts this game in so many ways. Shot block there. Just the reaction is so incredible. And wisely taking up the space, getting to his mid-range pull-up and able to knock that one down. Good adjustment for him.
Yeah, and you look at his performance at Nebraska, just 2 points on 1 for 5 shooting.
Yes.
The previous 3 games, he was in double figures, and he's trending in that direction tonight. Fears with 12 to shoot. Now Kohler toe the line for 3.
You just cannot give him any space from the top. 51% from the three-point line. He is having an amazing season in that phase of the game.
Over 200 points already on the year, and 27 threes already this season. He had 19 all of last year as Easter slips. The ball pinballs into the corner to Brownell, and the shot off.
USC's not getting anything easy. All credit to the Spartan defense.
How about Kohler? He's feeling it again. Jackson Kohler with back-to-back triples and a timeout, Trojans.
Folks, early on, we talked about the importance of Michigan State playing quickly and getting the basketball up the floor. This time, out of their offense, a little pick-pop action. Late closeout, Jackson Kohler drills that one, and then this one off a turnover. He's the trail big and able to knock down another 3. You can keep him quiet in the paint, but man, he's been loud from the three-point line his last 2 possessions.
8 points, 4 rebounds, looking for his 6th consecutive double-double. He has 9 on the season. 28 made threes already this year for Jackson Kohler. He has really broadened his game, and we were talking before the game with Tom Izzo, and you asked him, he was talking about getting inside and scoring more in the paint. You said, so maybe you don't want him shooting threes as much? He goes, he smiles. He goes, well, no, I still want him to shoot the 3.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, we were talking about in reference of the fact that USC wanted to double team him down there because he rarely passes it out. Well, he doesn't have very many assists on the season, but man, the ability to be able to stretch the defense and not sacrifice rebounding. He's a double-double machine. 4th in the country in double-doubles with 9 on the season.
Saar spinning inside, lost that one, and Tang able to secure it with a belly flop. Fears quickly up the floor, a collision and a blocking foul on Ryan Cornish. That'll be his 2nd personal foul, and the first foul trouble cropping up for a Trojan.
Yeah, Kevin, we've said it 1,000 times here in the first half. All of a sudden, Michigan State's starting to play with some pace. And when you play with pace, it puts so much stress on the transition defense. You can find early opportunities. We've seen 1 for a 3, and that time Fear is able to get in the lane and draw a foul.
To the bench, Gabe Dines comes in, the 7'5" junior who transferred in from Youngstown State. He was on the Horizon League All Defensive team. Led the nation in blocks a season ago for Youngstown State. Just gets that into Scott. There's Kohler. Fears with 10 to shoot. And that's an illegal screen on Kohler.
We used to be able to do it in the NBA where you could screen and roll the guy down. Can't do that in college. It's a good call by the official. Folks, watch this screen here. And then he rolls it down. And I used to love doing that as a big. But it's completely illegal today.
A lot of folks in Michigan the last couple of weeks have done that with a snow shovel on their driveway, just watched out and push that snow off the end of the driveway.
That is true. It was nice and clear today, though.
Yeah, nice and clear. Oh, we feel good.
This time of year, we'll take 34 degrees outside.
January in Michigan is always a delight.
Yes.
Or so they say. Assar will underhand it to Cornish. Cornish, baseline jumper. Good challenge by Jordan Scott.
Yeah, able to get a hand on that and tip it, making it short.
And Fears, what a tough shot inside with all that traffic, and Dines the rebound.
And Kevin, I think USC has to do the same. When they can force a turnover or a missed shot on Michigan State, they've got to blow the basketball up the floor. They can't afford to play against this half-court defense all night long.
Having scored in almost 3.5 minutes, Assar changes that with a tough fall away in the lane.
Yeah, they've got to get him some more looks. He's been quiet here in this game.
Tang got some space and made USC pay.
Been really fun watching his growth. Primarily a three-point shooter before. Now he's put on a little upper body strength and a little size, able to take that bump and still able to make a shot.
Over 11 points per game over the last 4 games for Michigan State. Inside, and that's going to be a foul on Carson Cooper, and I think Cooper got the worst of that one. Timeout on the floor. A lot of reasons to smile if you're a Michigan State Spartan right now, and a frustrated look for the Trojans on the road in East Lansing.
Superstitions, Matt?
Hi, Carly. It's a good thing Discover makes it easy to be a Big Ten fan.
Totally. I get cash back on my rally cap.
Cash back on my favorite glove.
Cash back on my Lucky Shamrock.
Cash back on my game day chicken wings.
Cash back on my one cleat.
I even earned cash back on my lucky bobblehead.
You win. Next round's on me.
Earn cash back on every purchase with Discover, the official card of the Big Ten.
Ricola Max Throat Care, a liquid center with powerful menthol for our fastest throat relief.
Ricola. My name is Diana Perazzo. I chose SNHU's online program specifically because of flexibility. They made it possible. I have been a professional wrestler for 12 years. A lot of times I was ringside writing papers and getting journals done. You're going to get the same time and respect as an in-person student. I didn't need to be anywhere to register. I didn't need to talk to anyone in person. Everything could be done through my laptop, and they made that process seamless. I made it to the finish line, and you can too. Get started at snhu.edu.
I need to get my lineups in before tip.
Just follow me on Prize Picks. Copy mine.
Okay, that's the only thing I'm a copy. You know I'm original. I did this first.
You original.
Download Prize Picks. New users play $5 and get $50 instantly in lineups.
For when you're not just a cool mom, but the best mom. Goriana. Jewelry you'll share. Shop in stores or online at Goriana.com.
Domino's new spicy chicken bacon ranch is looking hot. Is that drizzled with? Ooh, fire. Mix and match medium specialty pizzas for $9.99. Only at Domino's.
USC looking for answers in that huddle. Down 16 with 3:55 to go in the first half. And this is a guy that's got to provide something.
Yeah, we said in order for USC to win this game, Chad Baker-Mazara had to have a huge game coming out. The 4th leading scorer in the Big Ten starts it out tonight with 2 straight turnovers, and he's just not been able to get anything going in this game. And starting out this game, though he's not in foul trouble, very similarly to the way he did in Michigan. And if USC can't get Chad Baker-Mazara going here, they have no shot at winning this game on the road.
He has the most points through 14 games in the history of USC basketball. Yeah. No one has ever scored more points through 14 games than the 285 that he put up in the first 14 games of the season. And so far tonight, Michigan State's held him to just 2 points on 2 shots.
Wow. And the 2 losses that USC has on the year, he's got 5 points total in those 2. And folks, this is a guy who averages 20 a game.
Third-team All-SEC a year ago at Auburn, averaged over 12 points a game for the Tigers. Cooper with the rebound off the miss. Up the floor comes Denim Wojcik. The Harvard grad getting his first moments tonight for Michigan State. And the Michigan State to play for his dad, assistant coach Doug Wojcik. There's Scott with the jumper, and that is true. Some really nice minutes tonight for young Jordan Scott with 5.
Yeah, he's knocked down the 3 ball. We've seen him challenge a shot and block a shot on the defensive end, and his pull-up game, that was pretty.
Baker Mazzara, can he get it going against Scott? Here's Asar, shot clock at 11.
Gotta give him room, he's an ISO player.
Working against the smaller Wojcik, 4 to shoot. And he throws it away. Well, Michigan State doing some work, and Wojcik putting that degree from Harvard to use, showing his smarts against the bigger guy.
Indeed. And we talked earlier about Jordan Scott and just the poise that he has. Just a freshman, folks. Knocked down a 3 and easily able to get into his pull-up game there. That's the one thing I like about this year's Michigan State team. They are deep at multiple positions. Very little drop-off when they make substitutions.
Nice. Down the baseline. That was too easy against this USC defense, and Eric Musselman frustrated on the bench.
Well, early in the shoot-around today, he said, make them use the screen, and he allowed him to reject that one.
Bodies on the floor, tie-up. The possession arrow is pointing USC's way. It's going to stay with the Trojans. 2:43 to go on the alternate possession.
Folks, in shoot-around today, Eric Musselman was yelling at his guys, saying, do not allow any of the guards from Michigan State to refuse the screen, and didn't force him over the top, able to get baseline, and there's no help on the other side. USC, other than the first 4 minutes of this game, their weak side defense has been asleep over the last 5 minutes of this game.
Easter.
Nice.
Asar, Kohler trying to wall up. He got in the air. Kohler went up, came down, commits the foul. That will be his second personal foul.
Yeah, in real time, it looked like Jackson Kohler stayed vertical. And it was Ezra Asar making all the contact. So I thought it was actually a good defensive play.
So did Tom Izzo. He's giving his 2 cents to Jeffrey Anderson on the sidelines.
I love this kid, man. Wide body. You can post him. He can isolate you at the foul line area and get to the rack.
Now the crowd is yelling because this is another one of those contests. Free nuggets if you miss back-to-back free throws.
Did the analysts get them too?
I would hope so. Sadly, you can hear the groan from the crowd. It's an Izzone alumni event, so
yes.
It's all of the former college students that used to sit in the end zone. Just because you're a former college student doesn't mean you don't want free chicken.
Yes. I had the privilege of calling one of these last year. Man, they're rowdy.
Oh. I don't care whether you're in college or out of college. If somebody presents you with the opportunity for free food, you will be rowdy for it.
That's a great point. Far be it for me to turn it down.
Heavens no. That's why when LaFonso and I eat pregame meal, I conveniently head to the restroom right when the check comes.
I think you wonder why I call you Gator.
8 to shoot. Fears to work. And Fears at the elbow. The jumper a little bit off. The rebound scooped up underneath by Jacob Kofi.
There's a really good late challenge there by Easter, number 8 in gold.
There's Baker Mazzara losing the dribble. Now has to go back to work. Here's Easter on the offensive end. Swatted by Cooper. What a save by Fears.
the weak side help for Michigan State has been early and on time tonight.
The Chukwu baseline air ball caught by Baker Mazzara.
It is a little breezy in here, though.
It is. Keep that door open at the end of the court. Baker Mazzara is just trying to get something going on a frustrating first half.
Frustrating game and a half for him now.
Yeah, it has been a frustrating road trip. He is more than ready to get out of the state of Michigan. Carr. 6 to shoot. 1 minute to go first half. Fears. Out to Carr. He'll have to shoot it. It's blocked by Baker Mazzara, and that's a shot clock violation. Good defense by USC at a time they really needed it.
Yeah, and again, with this lineup in, a lot of their weak side defense is just clogging the lane, and so there's nowhere to go. And man, for a USC team that's got nothing to go right for them in the first half, they desperately needed that stop.
5 of 27 from the floor for USC in this first half. An 18.5% shooting percentage for one of the best offenses in the country.
Yes. Nice cut.
And a finish underneath by Easter.
Well, Jeremy Fears turned his head, and when you're weak side and you can see your defender turn their head, you should make a cut to the basket. Easter able to benefit there.
And Michigan State will take their use it or lose it timeout. And Jeremy Fears and Tom Izzo will talk about him turning his head a moment ago. Coming up next on the Ram Trucks halftime report, stats and analysis from this one, plus highlights and reaction from Nebraska, Ohio State. That was a tough, hard-fought game earlier tonight on FS1, and Nebraska stays unbeaten with the win over the Buckeyes. They've got a tough road test coming up on Saturday at Indiana. The Fred Hoiberg squad is one of the great stories in college basketball this season.
It really is, and what's impressive about that is Rick Mast has had an incredible season. A guy returning from an injury, didn't play last year, and it's almost like he hasn't missed a beat. Been one of the most dominant bigs in all of college basketball, and even on a night like tonight, he was only 5 of 14 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, but they have so many more other guys out there that bring firepower to the game, and Brenton Frager is having an incredible year for them. I don't know where they got him from, but he's having a sensational year.
Frager's been a great addition to that lineup. Sanford, coming over from Iowa, has provided a lift outside and inside cutting to the rim. That's coming up at the half. More on that one from the guys in the studio. 33-17, Michigan State holding for the final shot.
Little middle high ball screens are coming at about the 8-second mark.
That'll work. Fears with 5 seconds. Fears inside, back out to Carr. Open for 3, rattles around and off. Got a good look, but just could not connect. And halftime arrives, a dominant first half, especially defensively for Michigan State.
Yeah, Chad Baker Mazzara couldn't get anything going for USC in the first half. And Michigan State has been terrific getting out in transition and dominating the glass.
We will be right back to East Lansing. Stats and analysis of a first half for the Spartans with a 33-17 lead. That's coming up right after a short break.
The holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $5,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Tired of sifting through jobs that don't feel like the right fit? Introducing Indeed Career Scout. Find the job that's right for you.
I will give you $100 for every question you answer correctly in this 28-degree ice bath.
I guess. Okay, $100.
First question. How many subscriptions are you paying for?
3.
Let's download Rocket Money and see if you're right. Okay. Oh, you're actually paying for 15 subscriptions, and that's costing you $269 a month.
What? No.
I'll give you another chance. How much did you spend on takeout last week?
Like $60.
Wrong. It was actually $340.
The app is telling you all this?
Yeah, it shows you all your upcoming expenses in one place, including subscriptions you forgot about. And if you see a subscription you no longer want, you can cancel it right from the app.
Oh, cool.
It also helps you create a budget so you don't overspend. And it can even negotiate your bills for you.
Oh, that's great. Can I get out now, please?
Gillette Labs is just a fancy-looking Fusion 5? No, it ain't. It's Gillette's best shave, and its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer. Hey, Joe, come feel my cheeks.
Dad.
Gillette, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
Thrillers on Tubi will be free forever.
I have to stalk them forever?
Forever.
But they're so boring.
At Angel City Sports, we're dedicated to enriching lives through adaptive sports, providing opportunities for children, adults, and veterans with physical disabilities and visual impairments. With free access to diverse programming, expert coaching, and competitive play, we ensure that everyone can participate. Our community is more than just sports. It's a vibrant place where connections are made and everyone is welcome. Register, volunteer, or donate today at angelcitysports.org.
So what's it like being a doctor in Port Wynn?
This town is ridiculous.
Tuesdays, Best Medicine is all new.
I don't care about festivals or games.
I'm here to work, and you can watch it anytime.
I love it here. I love knowing my neighbors.
It's the warmest, most delightful, and most charming show of the new year.
Come on, admit it. You're starting to like it here.
Release me, please.
Best Medicine is all new. Tuesdays on Fox or watch anytime.
Time to make the sports.
Wake up to FS1's new daily sports talk show.
You can't beat us and you know it.
You want El Presidente, Big Cat, PFT, and T-Bob.
I feel like I'm losing my mind right now.
We're your guys.
Let's handle this like men.
Wake up, Barstool. Weekdays at 8 Eastern on FS1.
Let's go.
33-17, Michigan State at halftime. The range from outside and in the first half for the Michigan State Spartans, staking them the 16-point halftime lead. Your first half impact players, not a surprise to see Jackson Kohler and Jeremy Fears Jr. on that list. Kohler, 8 points, 4 rebounds, a perfect 3 for 3 from the floor, 2 of those from 3. Jeremy Fears, 6 points and 3 assists to pace the Spartans in this first half. We'll send you to our Los Angeles studios for the Ram Trucks halftime report with Rob Stone and Casey Jacobson after a short break.
Saturday, we've got a Big 12 conference battle on Fox. Hall of Fame coach Bill Self leads his iconic Jayhawks, who look to establish themselves as one of the best in the nation.
Another star performance.
While the Mountaineers aim to make a statement on their home court.
Deep play.
Kansas.
What a play.
West Virginia.
Head jam.
It all tips off Saturday at noon Eastern on Fox College Hoops.
Known for pursuing your passions, no one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is an immunotherapy known to treat cancer, FDA approved for 18 types of cancer. One of those cancers is early-stage non-small cell lung cancer. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies before surgery when you have early-stage lung cancer, which can be removed by surgery, and then continued alone after surgery to help prevent your lung cancer from coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, headache, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent or severe muscle pain or weakness, muscle cramps, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, such as Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, lupus, or myasthenia gravis, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, or receive chest radiation. Keytruda can harm your unborn baby.
See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you. It's true, Keytruda.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's. Still can't be beat with the Big QP, fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with tiny, overpriced burgers, just come to Chili's. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Downey showed this NFL mom a clip about her son.
You smell like hot dog water, boy.
We need to do something about that. Cameron Tyler, I'm gonna show you how to rinse that odor out.
That smells a lot better. Rinse impossible odors out in one wash.
It's about to go down.
All grind.
They look like Spartans. Absolutely incredible.
All grit.
That was so nice.
All American.
He needs to move.
That is why you tune in to Fox Nation.
This is the next great American sport.
Make your move.
This is real American freestyle, and Fox Nation is its home.
Let's go, baby.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Glad you're here with us. Rob Stone, Casey Jacobson in the pink. We'll get you back out to East Lansing momentarily, but let's start with the team that upset Michigan State just 3 nights ago. Unbeaten Nebraska, who today moved into the top 10 for the first time since 1966. Give it up for the Cornhuskers this season. They traveled to Columbus to take on Ohio State as we take in our halftime highlights. Powered by Ram Trucks, nothing stops Ram. And it was all Nebraska in the first half, but we picked this one up in the second half. They're down 1. Rank masked. He had 12. Cornhuskers up 2.
Yeah, he was struggling, too. He was just 4 for 13 from the field before that play. And here, Price Sanford is going to get this offensive rebound. He was 2 for 10 from the field before that bomb.
Yeah, he had 3 triples. Braden Frager, big story in this one off the bench. Gets that one to go. 8-point lead for Nebraska.
Bench points 22-0 in favor of Nebraska.
Christoph Tilley. 2-point game. Under 40 to go. More from Frager. Gets it to go. He had a team high 15. 5-point lead. Less than 10 to go. Buckeyes down 3. Tilley off the mark. 4-0 conference start for the first time since 1975-76 for Nebraska. Here's their head coach, Fred Hoiberg.
Fred, what a game. Take me to those last 3 or 4 possessions.
Well, it got a little ugly out there for us, Smitty. Their pressure really bothered us. Generally, we've been pretty good against that. We played a good game. We missed a couple curls in there, a couple slips that we had. But, you know, my biggest message to our guys, keep your composure, okay? We still got a lead on the road. When they got it, I thought we did a good job of not hanging our heads and finding a way to get a little bit of a rhythm back. Braden Frager made a hell of a play on that last after timeout to go get the and one. And then just enough plays there at the end. You know, we missed a couple free throws, but, you know, good teams find a way to win these games, Steve. And, you know, we've won a couple of these one possessions game now. And, you know, to find a way to win a couple on the road has been huge for our program.
Program best 19th straight win dating back to last season. This one, a balanced effort on the road.
Nebraska is one of the most unselfish teams that I've seen play this year. And, Rob, it has to be that way because Rink Mast is their leading scorer, their senior center. But honestly, if you ranked Rink Mast amongst all the players in the Big Ten, is he even in the top 10 or even 15? Tonight's surprise guy was Braden Frager, 15.6 rebounds. The question was, is this team for real? Well, I think they answered it a couple weeks ago when they won at Illinois. They beat Michigan State at home, and then they, build on that with another true road win at Ohio State. This Nebraska team is for real. They're awesome on both ends of the floor. I love it.
They a top 3 Big Ten team? Are they a top 3 team in the nation?
No, they're not a top 3 team in the nation, but give them a couple more weeks. We'll see.
Oh, give them some time. Second half from the Breslin coming up next.
When our numbers guy Frank goes on vacation, the deals on the most affordable German-engineered car brand in America get even better. And these signed-and-drive offers have us feeling festive.
You got the entire dealership.
Ooh, gingerbread.
Dude.
It's half off for deal days. Signed and drive deals are in while Frank is out. Lease a new 2025 Tiguan for 0 down, 0 deposit, 0 first month's payment, and 0 due at signing. Limited inventory available.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy and get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Denny's has 5 slams starting at $5. Full meals, stacked high and under budget. 5 slams starting at $5? That's eating like a genius. Find your booth at Denny's and join the new Denny's Rewards for even more smart savings.
Oh, I'll have another. Make it a double.
Dad, Mom thinks she's at a resort again.
Yeah, she told me.
When you'd rather not resort to a virtual resort,
This is much better in real life.
it matters where you stay.
Looking good, babe.
Book your spring break travel now. Hilton for the stay.
Grab my harness, the one that makes my butt look good.
Me and my crew, yeah, we the best when we walk in a room. We serve heads.
I'm down.
We serve heads.
Let's roll.
Yeah, serve heads.
We've been given an order, and we gotta follow it. Isn't that free?
No. We serve heads.
There are way worse dads than me, okay?
Name one.
Stalin.
We serve heads.
Thursday comedy premieres, January 15th.
Sorry, I nodded off. What happened?
On Fox.
This year, Workspace Upgrade is on a lot of holiday wish lists. So whether you want to treat yourself or get a gift for someone special, now is the time to shop the Very Holiday Sale to save up to 25% on some of our best sellers, including standing desks, office seating, and accessories that are built to last a lifetime and elevate your workdays for years to come. Shop the Very Holiday Sale right now and save up to 25%.
Look, if you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy collars and shirts with sweat stains, so I got this shirt I saw on TV, and now I don't have to worry. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this immediately. The brand is called Collars & Co. They make a regular stretchy golf shirt, but the top has a firm collar on it. I got rid of so many problems by upgrading to this. No dry cleaning needed anymore. I'm free from uncomfortable long sleeves, and the collars stay stiff all day. Get 20% off today using code TV at collarsandco.com.
Our stat comparison is powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Michigan State has stopped a very potent USC offense in the first half, holding them to 21% shooting, outscoring them 12-10 in the paint, and off the bench 11-2. We welcome you back courtside alongside my partner and friend LaFonso Ellis. I'm Kevin Kugler. Dominant performance by Michigan State, both defensively and then offensively when they got things going with Jackson Kohler and company.
Yes, defensively they were able to turn the USC over 9 times, and then on the offensive end, the offense was a little stagnant, but then Jackson Kohler got it going. He was able to score inside early, able to get into a middle ball screen situation in a pick and pop. This was that turn and face that I think is just so beautiful. And his ability to be able to stretch the defense and knock down the 3-ball, impressive. This kid's shooting a blistering 51% from 3. You've got to get to him and close him out. He had a solid first half. Perfect from the field for Jackson Kohler.
3 for 3, 2 for 2 from three-point land. And if you're USC and you're Eric Musselman, you're looking at number 4, Chad Baker-Mazara, and you're saying, our leading scorer's got to get something going. Held to just 2 points on 1 for 3 shooting in that first half.
Well, he was our big key coming into this game. We said if USC had any chance of winning this game, that Chad Baker-Mazara had to have one of those huge 20-point nights. And what's troublesome is his body language is just really poor right now. Came out, turned the basketball over early, missed a layup, finally made one. Then he blocked the shot going into halftime. So let's see if that can get number 4 and goals going. And they've got to take care of the basketball as well.
He will start the second half on the floor. Didn't start the game for the first time this season. And Baker Mazzara will inbound to get this second half underway. See if USC can start to chip away a little bit at this big deficit they face. Here's Asar. He's been a second-half star this season, but he turns it over on the very first possession. To the other end of the floor, Fears. English can't get that to go. Carter's shot is blocked. He gets it back and draws the foul. Not what Eric Musselman had in mind coming out of the locker room.
Yeah, what's happening, folks, is everyone knows from Michigan State that Ezra likes to isolate at the top. And so what they're doing is they're jamming him and stunting him from the wing. He's got to be willing to make that quick pass, and they'll get a wide-open 3 from the corner. USC made offense way too difficult in the first half, and they come out the same way here in the second half.
And you know why you want to get, as you see Eric Musselman's reaction, the very epitome of a picture tells 1,000 words. Asar has been such a big-time player in the second half. He's third in the conference, averaging almost 11 points per game second half alone. So for Ezra Asar, this has been the time to shine, and it's one of the reasons they wanted to get him going early in this second half. And
you have to get him on the move. Michigan State's not going to allow him to ISO himself from the post nor from the top without any help. And so Musselman's going to have to change his strategy of how he gets him the basketball inside.
Carr, just a 64% free throw shooter, got an extra opportunity and couldn't convert. Here's Baker Mazzara.
This kid here, number 6 in gold, he's got to get going too. Jacob Kofi was over in the first half.
And he gets on the board here right away. Good cut to the basket for a 2. Carr gets free of Baker Mazzara, and in the scramble, the swing around into the corner. Choose to work. 1 minute gone, second half. Fears cutting to the rim, counts the bucket and a foul on Baker Mazzara. Beautiful offense from Michigan State.
And we talked about earlier, if you're weak side of the ball and your teammate turns his back, you've got to make that cut. That time, that was a face cut over the top of Chad Baker Mazzara. He's got to stand him up and take him and make him go behind. What a beautiful read there by Jeremy Fears and an impressive pass over the top.
And the first foul on Baker Mazzara sends Jeremy Fears Jr. to the line for the first time tonight, 5th in the conference at 88.6% at the free throw line. Here's Cam Woods. Just joined this USC squad December 21st, a mid-year transfer. Wasn't playing anywhere. He had come in from Robert Morris, but was on the shelf, hadn't enrolled anywhere, was waiting for an opportunity. USC had scouted him and looked at him in the summer. There wasn't room for him then, but the injuries have opened up some opportunities, and they went out and got Cam Woods. He's now on his 5th college team, coming in from Robert Morris, who last year averaged almost 15 per game.
They played with Marion Dickerson, and that was an NCAA team, and they needed a guard, brought him in, they needed him to score.
Mazzara loping to the basket, off the window for a pair.
And folks, he can get hot in a hurry. Let's see if seeing the basketball go through the net can get him going.
Jump stop in traffic for Carr, and he muscled it towards the rim, draws the foul. And that'll be number 2 on Baker Mazzara.
Well, Chad Baker Mazzara, such a creative scorer. This time in an isolation situation, Jeremy Fears a little bit late on that stunt, and he's so good with that left hand with little floaters, little finger rolls off the glass.
Listed at 172, but he's a lot stronger than he would appear to play at 172. You can see him create space when you watch him over the course of his career.
I do like something about the 10-minute, maybe the 8-minute mark of that first half. Michigan State started to play with a little bit more pace, and they brought that here to the second half as well. And that's how Carr is able to get to the foul line. Got to continue to push the pace on misses and steals.
USC trying to push their pace offensively. Kofi getting inside, lost the handle on that one. Woods. And Cornish trying to find space. Cornish inside, and he's fouled. He came in from Dartmouth. Carson Cooper with the foul.
Yeah, all of a sudden, USC in the first half wasn't able to get anything going in the paint. We saw Chad Baker-Mazar get to the front of the rim, lay one in, and now Cornish able to get to the paint as well. I gotta agree with the fans. Looked like he tripped over his own feet there.
It did. Kind of got his ankles down in traffic.
Yes.
Ryan Cornish is not going to offer up any help in that. He'll take the free throws.
Indeed. USC needs anything that they can get with the way this game has been played tonight.
Cornish is such a cool story. You start the year as a transfer from Dartmouth. You don't play. And then you take a charge in a game. And Coach Musselman says, gosh, you know what? I like that. Let's see him do it again. Did it in another game.
Yes.
His maturity and his energy and his communication, he's earned playing time for USC.
He's got leadership qualities as well. I was watching him today in shoot around. He's not afraid to call guys out on drills to encourage them to do things the right way. And that's unusual when you have someone who's new to the program.
Entry to Kohler, pass to Clark. Counted in the foul. Oh, my. Kohler says it all with that look.
I'm actually speechless. That was ridiculous. And doing it with some diamond-studded Nikes on as well. Look at his shoes. It's unreal.
If you're going to wear the sparkly shoes, you got to make some sparkling plays, and that one sparkles like none other.
And if you're going to help, you better help early. If you're late, you get dunked on. That was incredible.
Here's Asar. Needed help. That's a travel.
Jeremy Fears with a really good stunt there created that travel.
We should watch this again.
We should. Cutting down the lane. And how about that? I mean, he basically hung in the air and then pumped it a little bit to get it to go. That is absolutely insane. Woo! With force, too. Oh, my gosh. Did I just see that?
You are going to see that so many times on social media. That is going to be a new meme. Congrats, Jackson Kohler. Inside, off the window, it's Fears for two.
On those ball screens, you've got to show and show hard to make him come off the basketball. Any of those soft shows, he's turning the corner and getting to the rim.
Kofi's three will quiet this crowd.
Said he needed to get going here in the second half. We've seen him lay one in and now knock down the three.
5 points early in this second half. In the corner, looking for the answer. It won't go. There's Carr. Back out he goes to Cooper. Fears. Woods trying to be aggressive on the Michigan State point guard. Fears probing. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Tang has to launch. Contested jumper won't go. Kohler offensive rebound. Fears step in three. In and out. And the rebound out of bounds to USC.
USC very fortunate there because they had a good defensive possession, but back-breaking offensive rebound, and Michigan State just not able to convert.
44-26 as Coach Musselman goes back to the bench again.
And he's trying to find just anybody, Kevin, that can give them some juice in this game. The body language of all 5 guys on the floor is just really poor.
And mixing and matching rotations and lineups and relying on Cam Woods now to lead this offense.
This is why they missed Amarion Dickerson. He's a strong physical defender. He's got a great voice, bringing a level of toughness. And he's a stabilizer as well.
Baker-Mazar can't get that shot put to drop. Long pass ahead. Good breakup. That's an anticipatory breakup by Ezra Asar. He saw Cooper breaking toward the rim and he tipped it away.
Cooper seems to be still on the floor there. I hope he's okay. But with everything that's gone wrong for USC, it's good to see them sprinting back in transition and not giving up an easy one. Ooh, they caught a little elbow there.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Cooper will be tended to on the sideline. Crowd just saw it in the arena, and they're moaning and groaning. Ball tipped into the backcourt at a foot race, won by Asar. And he lost the ball. It's Fields to the other end, trying to outrun Woods. Oh, a wraparound behind the back. Michigan State's just showing off now.
Folks, what a cut here by Cohen Carr. The hangability and still able to punch that one through with contact. And Jeremy Fears out in transition, able to throw this one behind his back. And Kurtank lays it in. Michigan State up 20 at home.
This brain is 4% larger than average. From launching FS1's daily shows, Colin Cowherd, engineered to activate your logical thinking and decision-making here, here, and definitely here. First things first. Here, it's thought processing, overstimulated. Beautiful. And this is the chaos zone, triggered by Barstool. They hit the abstract center, where play and instinct live. Weekdays on FS1. No brainer.
It's about to go down.
All grind.
They look like Spartans.
Absolutely incredible.
All grit.
Blocked by Pat Downey. That was so nice.
All American.
He needs to move. That is why you tuned in to Fox Nation.
This is the next great American sport.
Make your move.
This is real American freestyle, and Fox Nation is its home.
Let's go, baby.
Code Blue.
You ready?
Fox Tuesday. The smash hit doc is back with explosive new cases.
They all have the same symptoms.
Think they're related? Thrilling new mysteries.
Whoever hacked Amy is coming for everyone in the hospital.
This puts all of our patients in danger. FBI is here.
What did you do?
Someone's trying to sabotage me.
And the return of Scott Wolf.
My job, I want it back.
Doc returns this Tuesday on Fox. Play. Every kid should have a chance to play. Play because it's fun. Play because it's healthy. Play because they deserve it. Play on the field, on the court, on 2 feet, on 1 foot, on the ground, in the cage. Play because they learn. Play because they grow. Play because it builds character. Play because they need it. Play because they need each other. Play because it changes lives. Play because it matters.
Tomorrow, it's a triple header of college basketball on FS1. First at 7 Eastern, second-ranked Michigan faces Penn State. How about this one at 9? 14th-ranked Texas Tech battles number 7 Houston in a top 15 showdown. And at 11, San Diego State takes on Nevada. It all tips off tomorrow, only on FS1.
Yeah, Houston's starting to find their legs all of a sudden. Starting to knock down their threes. The defense is improving. This is a Houston team that's going to be, I know they're number 7, but they're still not playing as well as they can because they don't really have an inside presence offensively. So it puts a lot of pressure on their guards. And man, they've been playing really well over the last week.
I feel like Kelvin Sampson's probably going to get that team rolling in a real good fashion in the next couple of months. In the corner, Easter. Curling into the lane. Nice spin to the rim for 2.
And he's so good with such great balance when he gets into the paint.
Scotto had some good minutes in the first half. Finds Kohler. He'll step in for 2, and Kohler still perfect from the floor. 10 points, 4 for 4 shooter.
You got to respect his shot fake. And when you do, now all of a sudden he's by you, and that little pull-up J. That's pretty.
We've got a whistle and an offensive foul. Kofi discarding Kerr Tang underneath, and Jacob Kofi will pick up his first personal foul. Timeout on the floor in East Lansing.
Teen romances on Tubi will be free forever.
You mean I have to pick between Brad and Chad forever?
Chad? Who's Chad?
Wild Card Weekend has 2 must-see games on Fox. Saturday, it's Rams-Panthers.
Touchdown!
And on Sunday, Eagles-Niners.
Sensational!
Wild Card Weekend, powered by Verizon, on Fox.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if doing the Georgia bark at my boss would be appropriate. Go, dogs!
Yeah. So we need...
And it's not. Checking Allstate first was smart. Barking at my boss, dumb. At least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds.
Hey, Bark Boy.
These guys are crazy.
At DQ, we're all about and. Like our new limited-time crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal with crispy onions.
And a fry for me.
And here's your drink.
And a sundae.
Try our new crispy onion cheeseburger $7 meal deal right now at DQ.
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
MSU built an entire academic Department of Public Health in partnership with the Flint community. This is the completely innovative idea that brought me here to MSU and to Flint. I would say I'm somewhere between psychiatry, OB, and public health. I genuinely love it here because of the passion in the community and the opportunity to do things that matter.
Michigan State University.
Spartans well.
Michigan State in control at home, 48-28 with 15:21 to go in the second half. Big Ten teams in the AP top 25. Michigan and Purdue, 2 of the top 5 teams in the country. Nebraska won earlier. They ended up in the poll 2 spots ahead of Michigan State. They beat Michigan State on Friday in Lincoln. Illinois and Iowa rounding it out. And for USC this season, non-conference was outstanding, but the conference road has been a little bit tougher in the early going for the Trojans.
Yeah, and there's no excuses in sport, just period. But the reality is they're missing some studs.
No question.
Rodney Rice at 20 points a game, 39% from 3. We talked about Amarian Dickerson, bringing him in, an excellent wing defender. And, of course, to start the season playing without Elijah Arenas, one of the best freshmen incoming in the country.
They've got a whistle and an offensive foul on Jordan Scott. Turns it back over to USC. And you mentioned Rodney Rice and missing his scoring, but you're also missing a guy who understands what this conference is about. Transferring in from Maryland and having the opportunity to have already gone through a Big Ten season before.
A significant part of that Crab 5 that made it to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. So not only talented, but experienced as well. Nice cut.
Bobble underneath. Easter can't finish it off down low, and Kerr Tang rips around the rebound for Michigan State. There's Fears on the wing. That one will drop. And Fears into double figures with 11.
He's been so poised tonight.
Baker Mazzara trying to get it going off the side of the backboard. Fears on the push to the other end. Bumped by Kofi through the contact. He's strong, he says, as he puts it off the window. Easter to the other end. That's a goaltend. Cam Ward looking for the swat. And the goaltend will put 2 on the board for USC.
But he plays under such great control, and his ability to be able to finish at 8 feet, his pull-up, his floater, just really doing a nice job. And then out of transition, this is just bully ball, folks. Kofi is 6'10", 231 pounds, and he just sheds him like he's 100.
Curl to the elbow. Good shot by Kerr Tang. This is a deep Michigan State team. Pick your poison with these guys on the offensive end. There's a lot that can hurt you.
With very little drop-off coming off the bench.
Woods on the bounce inside, and that's a hammer from Assar, and a chance for one more at the line. A frustration dunk for Ezra Asar, trying to get it going in the second half.
Yeah, that's one of the few opportunities that they've been able to get anything off of their middle screen and roll action. That was McCullough, number 35 in black, late coming over. And Ezra Asar is a heck of an athlete. You're late, he just puts it right in your face. Really well executed by the Trojans.
Asar to the line for a chance at one more.
Yeah, Bob, I told you lately, I love dunks.
I know you do. I know you do. I've seen some tonight.
And we've had some sick ones tonight.
Taking into the swoop it away from the prying Woods. Here's Fears with 10 to shoot. We'll reset the offense. Finds McCullough. He'll launch the three. A little bit strong. It was on the line, and Woods the rebound. Long pass ahead. Asar with the catch. Oh, good challenge by McCullough.
Yeah, he was cherry picking on the play and should have made that skip pass over the corners. He got it blocked at the top. Gotta make the extra pass when you're able to draw two.
Here's drawing two, and there's a foul. Breeding wants everybody to check in before he signals the foul was on Ezra Asar. So they bring in the reinforcements. Third foul on Asar. He'll go to the bench.
The reinforcements. Cohen Carr, Carson Cooper, and Jackson Kohler. Good luck.
Yeah, it's a pretty good cavalry to call on.
Yeah, I'll say.
Fears on the lead, runs into the body of Jordan Brownell.
This Carson Cooper, he's wide open in the middle of the floor.
Here's Carr banging against Williams for two.
He's just a big bully. He catches the basketball around the rim. Just a bully in a good way. Strong, powerful, and explosive.
One of three Spartans in a double figure scoring tonight. Brownell launching the three. That's off. Caught underneath by Kohler, closing in on another double-double. He's got 7 boards. Here's Carr, pull-up jumper, a little bit short. Spartans up by 23 against USC. Pretty good bounce-back performance by Michigan State after their second loss of the year at Nebraska.
Indeed.
10 to shoot.
Good defense there by Carr.
In the corner, at three, swatted out by Cooper. Here's Carr on the run, barreling into traffic. A whistle and a foul is called. And that foul going underneath on Jacob Kofi. That's his second personal foul. 7th team foul, so a 1-and-1 coming up.
Yeah, unless you're willing to sell out and take a charge against Cohen Carr and give up your body, he's going to draw that foul every time. But I can't blame you. That's a freight train coming at you at 6'6", 225 pounds. You feel almost he's merciless off the dribble.
So Carr to the line for the front end of the 1-and-1. Trying for his own miss, and he got it. Ugachukwu for three. A little bit short, got his own miss. This is the get your own miss possession.
It's now 8 offensive rebounds for the Spartans.
And Wojcik. Good play by Woods. Knocked it off Wojcik, and a turnover back to USC. Timeout on the floor. 11:53 to go in this one. And in East Lansing, Michigan, Michigan State in control.
Saturday, we've got a Big 12 conference battle on Fox. Bill Self leads his iconic Jayhawks, who look to establish themselves as one of the best in the nation. While the Mountaineers aim to make a statement on their home court. It all tips off Saturday at noon Eastern on Fox College Hoops.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. An And for on-the-go Vicks Vapors, try Vicks Vapo Inhaler.
I'm Chad. I work for a professional football team, and I earned my degree online from SNHU. It fit with my schedule. Mondays, Tuesdays, those are packing days. I can get all my assignments done. Wednesday, we're on the practice field. Thursday, initial discussion post is due. We're going to leave on Friday. We're playing an East Coast trip. I'm going to take advantage of the time spent on the bus and even in the hotel room to finish any of my other coursework that I needed to do prior to kickoff on Sunday. SNHU and the support system, they make it possible. Go to snhu.edu.
This is Fubo. It's a better way to watch live sports, shows, and news without cable. Watch 4 games at once with Multiview. Record every game with a click. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
I can't afford to be afraid.
When life takes an unexpected turn, but work must go on, being prepared makes all the difference. 4 Patriots gives you backup power where it matters most. Solar generators that are lightweight, portable, and built tough enough to go wherever the job takes you. Go to 4patriots.com to claim your solar generator today.
You eat clean, work out, and track your health, but you're setting yourself up for failure in your office. A bad chair might be undoing all that you do. Time to upgrade to an Anthros chair. Research shows the real foundation of a healthier sit is pelvis support. That's why our patented precision posture system supports the upper and lower spine independently. The Anthros chair is built around the true science of sitting. Fixing how you sit is the easiest healthy habit you can build. Try the Anthros chair, risk-free for 60 days.
Well, I know the holidays have passed, LaFonso Ellis, but our gift to you, dunks! All the dunks!
Oh, yes, a little bit of ball screen there. Sorry to dunk it over the top, and ooh, going Carr. Just a dunk waiting to happen. And look at this. I mean, my goodness. Flight 55 taking off. I love the reaction by Jackson Kohler. And folks, he's with him every day. You think he'd seen something like that, and yet he continues to amaze and impress night in and night out.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. He sees that every day in practice as we check out our game summary sponsored by Progressive. Get slam dunk savings today. If you're not wowed by it watching, I don't know what you need to see, because the guys who are with him every minute of the day in practice and in games are wowed by what they see.
Yeah, and the variety is incredible. In transition, off of just a little pass inside, through contact.
I hope you liked your late holiday gift.
That was awesome.
Hope it was the right side.
Yes.
Here's Wojcik. Can he do it? Oh, finger roll have to do it. If Wojcik slams it down, my partner might have gotten out onto the floor.
I was getting ready to stand out because I thought he was going to try to turn it over.
There's Terrence Williams inside for 2, and Williams back off the bench. His first 2 points of the night, 0 for 4 before that shot.
Did a nice job there, driving, drawing a little contact, keeping the basketball protected with his left shoulder, and able to lay that one in.
Almost a turnover. It is a turnover as Jacob Kofi able to take it away. Here's Cornish. Cornish working against Wojcik. Harvard working against Dartmouth.
That's some high-level education right there now. That's some high-level education right there.
Talking Pythagorean theorem as they drive around each other.
How do you spell that even?
Starts with a P. I've got a state school education. That's about all you can expect. And we've got a whistle. It's away from the ball. And Kohler, going to be a foul underneath against Kofi. 3 on Kofi. That sends Carson Cooper to the line. Cooper tonight 2 for 2. And the front end is good. This has been an area of improvement for Carson Cooper. His career 67% at the line. He's knocking on the door of 72% at the line on the season with his 3 for 3 tonight.
It's really put in the work, and the other aspects of his game I just love. Defends the ball screens very well. Good defender, rebounds, rim runner. Finishing a bit better this year as well.
And producer Joe Williams is indicating that perhaps the conversation about the free throws led to the miss.
I didn't initiate it.
You continued it, though.
Did you suggest that's a cosign?
I believe it is. Asar inside for 2.
Well, he's had very little room to operate tonight in his isolations. Finally able to see one go.
Colder. Down low. Going to work, try to get free of Kofi. Ball stripped away and a turnover back to USC.
Really nice job by Easter, number 8 in gold, coming down and digging that one out. You got to start getting some buckets here and just try to get it under 20 first.
13 to shoot. Shot by Kofi. The rebound ends up with Kohler.
Yeah, you can tell he didn't want to shoot that one.
The Chukwu in the corner rattles home a 3. Michigan State has not been great from 3 tonight. That's just their 4th in 16 attempts. Underlines the work they've done inside to have this 62-37 lead.
Yeah, it's a team that doesn't make a lot of threes, about 8 and 8 threes a night, but that 3 ball gives them the balance that they need to get triple penetration, to get inside post-ups for their big, get their high-low game going. And they've not really needed to be able to make it tonight.
Look at this conversation. Tom Izzo, Jackson Kohler, these two have been together for many, many years now.
It looks like he said, show him the film. The respect that those two guys have for each other, player and coach. Remarkable.
Count that bucket and a chance for one more at the line. Second foul on Carr, and to the line for one more goes Ezra Asar.
He's doing what we know him to be. He's a second half kind of player. If he can make this free throw here, 7 of his 11, or by then 12 points have come here in the second half.
And he does make that free throw. We mentioned it earlier. He averages 11 points per second half, 3rd best in the Big Ten Conference. Still a very steep hill to climb for USC. 62-40. And a whistle and a foul. Game's got a little choppier in the second half. A little more aggressive defensively, trying to get a stop.
Jared Fierce did a really nice job of snaking that ball screen and keeping the defender on his hip. And that little fake pass got him just off balance enough to be able to draw that foul.
Woods with his first. Fears to the line. And one more for Fears, who's got 14 tonight.
Yeah, the 2 losses that Michigan State has, he was 2 of 18 from the field. And the idea behind that is you want to make a guy like him a scorer. And the problem is tonight, he's been making his little 15, 12-foot pull-ups. He's been able to get in the lane and get to the foul line. He's been impressive tonight.
And those 2 losses, one to Duke and one to Nebraska, which is an unbeaten team in college basketball. It's not like they've lost to teams that are really struggling.
I think those 2 teams are now combined, what, 30 and 1?
Somewhere in that range.
Need it.
3 won't go. Offensive rebound, though, for Downs. 7'5" center will take that one back up for 2.
And they're asking for more from number 45 in gold.
And he makes a good defensive play there to deny it to Cooper in the break.
Dines is 7'5", and you've got to get a body on him to block him out, because you have no shot at impacting his length once he catches it.
Led the nation in blocks at Youngstown State. 104 of them a year ago. And That will take us to the media timeout. There was a stoppage in play. They'll call this the media timeout with 8:20 to play in the second half. Well, you know you've got a good relationship with your coach when you can vigorously counsel the Hall of Famer and get a smile out of him.
That's so good.
Don't let living with cancer define you. Discover an injectable immunotherapy, Opdivo Qvantig, for certain previously treated adults whose kidney cancer has spread. A chance to live longer, a treatment that's faster. Unlike an infusion that takes 30 minutes, Opdivo Qvantig lets you receive treatment quickly in as little as 3 minutes. Opdivo Qvantig can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, severe nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, changes in appetite, thirst, or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain or fever. Report severe or persistent muscle or joint pain. Tell your doctor if you have myasthenia gravis or Guillain-Barré syndrome. Immune system problems include Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or lupus. These are not all the possible side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or receive chest radiation. Opdivo Qvantig can harm your unborn baby.
A chance to live longer, a treatment that's faster.
Ask your doctor about Opdivo Qvantig. See OpdivoQvantig.com for more information.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
Sometimes things fall right into place, but other times they just fall.
No.
What was that?
But at least you can get it fixed now and pay later in 4 interest-free payments at SafeLight.com.
Awesome.
And SafeLight can come to you for free, anytime, anywhere, and do everything you need to get back on the road.
All set. Here you go.
Thank you.
Take care.
Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
Safe Light Repair, Safe Light Replace.
It's laundry day. Mark, no. Mark, what are you doing? Wait, no. Hey, I admit it. I ate your socks. Come on, man. We're friends, right? See you next Sunday.
Fighting through forms for new car insurance rates can take forever. Count on Intuit Credit Karma to show you personalized rates from top providers so you can get to the coverage you need ASAP. Download the app to get started.
Big Ten College Hoops is powered by Ram Trucks. Nothing stops Ram. Eric Musselman using his coach's challenge a moment ago in a 64-42 game to determine would this be USC ball. It had initially been ruled Michigan State ball, but he wins the challenge, so he retains his timeout and has one more challenge at his disposal because he wins that challenge, and the Trojans get the basketball. Woods is 3, trying to bank it home, rebounded by Cam Ward.
USC now 2 of 12 from the three-point line.
Neither team has exactly lit their head on fire from 3. Michigan State 4 of 16, USC 2 of 12. Fears trying to wrap it around inside. It ends up in the hands of Ward. Here's Fears, toeing the line for 3. And the rebound, Ward, offensive board, going to work inside. Back out to Fears, he'll try again. Same result, this time the rebound by Dines.
Got some really good looks on that possession, just missed them. Michigan State now with 9 offensive rebounds in this game.
Here's Asar. Try to keep it going in the second half. Good defense by Ward.
Yes. Kept him in his chest, stayed vertical. Well done.
5 to shoot. On the spin, Easter draws the foul. Jordan Scott, a freshman, over to defend, and he picks up the personal. 16 foul, free throws coming. It's a shooting foul.
On a night where offense has been tough to come by for USC, Easter has had a really nice night. He's been able to get in the lane and make some plays for himself. He's got 10 points now and 4 of 8 shooting from the field.
And off the heel. You know what could happen next? This crowd's roaring. Another opportunity for free chicken.
Everyone in here in the lower bowl is standing up and hoping that he misses this one.
This is an Izzone alumni night. Yes. These are 28 to 40-year-olds begging for free chicken. And they don't get it.
Freshman comes through on the road.
Breaks the hearts of many people who came from their 9-to-5 job to relive their college days and get no free chicken. Oh, the three. It's good again. 5 for 5 from the floor. 3 for 3 from 3. Jackson Kohler with 13.
He is just automatic on that pick and pop.
At the elbow, Kofi splashes it down for 2.
His defense trailing, went underneath, and he was able to walk right into that 15-foot pull-up from the elbow. That's nice.
Here's Kohler. He thought about it. Brayford lost the handle on that one. Easter with the steal. Easter to the other end. Oh, what a challenge by Kohler, but a foul. Jackson Kohler in a game that his team leads by 22. Never gave up on this one.
Oh, that's who he is. One of the hardest workers in college basketball. He could have just let that one go. To your point, they're up 22 in this game. But you set the tone, and he brings it every single night on both ends of the floor. And with my natural eyes looking at the game, looking at it there, is I actually thought it was a clean block.
There is some bias in this building in the crowd, but I believe they thought the same thing. And Easter misses the first.
You know there's about 6,000 people in here saying the ball doesn't lie.
Oh, they've forgotten about that now. They're all on the chicken now.
And Jeremy Fears egging it on. That's poise under pressure, folks. That's a 6'5" freshman, 4-star recruit. He just calmly knocks down the second one.
I hope everyone at home could hear the audible groan from the Izzo.
Yes.
We've got a whistle, and a fan has been pointed out in the crowd. I believe a fan was a little too aggressive. And somebody's getting
I think he's going to get tossed.
Leave.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Anderson is over talking with Tom Izzo, and now Tom Izzo is looking at the fans saying, "What are you doing?"
That must be an awkward feeling when you have one of the greatest coaches of all time in college basketball yelling at you from across the floor. You feel real small right now.
And they're going to ask him to leave.
As many games as I've played and as many games as I called, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone get tossed out of the game. This is a first for me.
And the coach egging it on, too. Get him out of here, right? Said Tom Izzo. And we play on. One fan shot. Here's Carr. 2 to shoot. Off the window. Carr with 14.
Well, he is not settled here in the second half.
Assar limping inside and a foul called on Kohler. Number 4 on Jackson Kohler.
Kevin, I think going forward, for USC to have some success, particularly when they go on the road, they've got to play faster. They're not getting anything out of their half-court attack, And so I'd like to see a little bit more full court pressure, some traps to try to allow them to be able to get out and transition and get some easy baskets, especially when you're playing against really good half-court defensive teams.
How do you feel about their depth in where it comes to full court pressing and trapping? Do they have enough to be able to withstand some of the problems that might occur if you get a little handsy?
That's a great question. And what happens is, and what I mean by that is, a little bit here, a little bit there. Not a steady diet of it necessarily, because to your point, they just don't have the depth to do it. But right now, for the most part of this evening, Michigan State has been able to run their offense in the half court pretty easily, especially in the second half.
Well, with the prowess of Michigan State defensively, they've been able to really clamp down on whatever USC's tried to do tonight. 17 first half points for the Trojans. They've been a little better in the second half, but the game was well in hand, it seemed, at halftime. 9 to shoot. Here's Spears. Carr tries the three and hits. It's his first of the night. 0 for 4 before that one, and a big smile on the face of Cohen Carr.
We saw him take a lot of them and shoot around today, and was shooting them with pretty good rhythm. That time didn't think about it, got his feet set and knocked it down.
Well, that's one of the things Tom Izzo told us over and over in our conversation with him. He said, we've got to get more out of Cohen Carr. He said he's been really good, and he can do even more. The expectation is so high for his game.
Well, you figure before their last game, double figures in 3 straight games, and then only 2 points in the last game. So Coach Izzo wants some more consistency for him. See if he can put 4, 5, 6 games together of double-figure scoring. He's been brilliant tonight.
Cullen working against the bigger dimes. Fades away against the 7'5" post, and it's rebounded into the arms of Kofi. The 3 won't go. Carr with the rebound.
Kevin, I'll say this too, with the short lineup and lack of depth that USC has, they were out here shooting around for a long time before the game. You and I came in at about an hour and a half before, and they were out here and still out here at around the 30-minute mark. And so at some places you got to kind of be a little bit wise and conserve some energy as well.
Now Cohen Carr 0 for 4 from 3 before he found the range here.
Yeah, able to get his feet set and didn't think about it and just let it fly. Cohen Carr has had himself a fantastic game. 17 points in this game.
The holidays are all about giving, but at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event, it's all about getting. Get 0% APR financing for 60 months. Get the strongest Ram 1500 ever. And get it all backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Nothing stops Ram. Don't let anything stop you from getting a great deal at the Ram Wrap Up the Year sales event.
Right now, purchase this Ram 1500 and get 0% financing for 60 months or $5,500 total cash allowance on select 2026 Ram 1500 models in dealer inventory. And get a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty.
Running a successful delivery company has taught me something. You're only as good as your tools. We have AT&T Business, and that's why we're the best.
We're here.
You're where? There's nothing here.
Just trust the connection. We're in the right spot.
What? You guys are early.
Yeah.
I like that.
Get your signature there.
There. You guys thirsty? I just made some lemonade.
It's really warm in here. Like a good warm. You know, my phone still works down here. It's crazy.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, keeps getting even better with the Big QP and all this for just $10.99. With 85% more beef, it makes a quarter-pound burger look tiny and, well, yeah, tiny. This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Coming up after the game, we'll hear from our bracket guru, Mike DeCourcy, on the postseason status of the Spartans. Plus, full reaction from Columbus as number 10 Nebraska ran their nation-high winning streak to 19 straight. Kevin LaFonza, we'll see you after the game.
All right, Rob, thanks. That winning streak started at the Crown.
Yes.
Nebraska goes to the Crown. They win the whole thing. They've continued that, a 15-0 record, the best start in school history. They've never been 4-0 to start Big Ten play until this year. Purdue dominates Wisconsin on Saturday. Iowa handles UCLA 74-61 on Saturday. But, I mean, you look at what USC has done in the state of Michigan, and Eric Musselman is going to be very happy that their travel plans have them leaving tonight after the game. They're going on to Minnesota for the third game of this 3-game road swing, and they can't wait to get out of this state.
Yeah, and it doesn't help when your best player on your team, Chad Baker-Mazara, first of all, came off the bench tonight. Last game he had 12 points, but was really ineffective in that game. And tonight came in the basketball game, turned it over twice, and just never got into a flow. And this USC team cannot win without Chad Baker-Mazara having a big night.
Limited to 23 minutes at Michigan with foul problems. Tonight, it wasn't foul trouble. It's just been ineffectiveness, and he's only played 18 minutes.
I agree. I don't know what happened that caused him to come off the bench tonight, but clearly he was in the funk when he came on the floor, because he is a much better basketball player than he showed tonight.
No, we have seen that over the course of his lengthy college career, wherever he's been. Here's Asar. Working against Carr. Lost that ball on the way up, and a turnover. It'll belong to Michigan State.
Kevin, remember we talked about earlier how USC makes offense hard at times? That's another time that Ezra Azar had dribble to the lane. The strong side guard left Cam Woods. He's got to give that one up to get an easier shot, because now all of a sudden a team that's already frustrated becomes even more frustrated because he didn't make the extra pass.
Chick will back it out to Kohler. Kohler on the floor. He's 2 rebounds away from a double-double. It would be his 6th straight and 10th of the year, but a turnover by Michigan State. And quickly Brownell will work it up.
Let's stop there, Kohler.
There's Kofi. Kofi again. Trying to drive baseline, blocked off. Brownell will try from deep, and he'll hit the 3.
Finally able to knock one down. Now USC is 3 of 15 from 3. And Brownell usually a really good shooter.
And 0 for 6 before he finally hit that shot. He's been a nice spark off the bench this season for USC. Been really good against power conference competition. Good spin by Kohler. Inside, through traffic, muscles it home, and a foul.
What hasn't Jackson Kohler done tonight? He's been effective from the 3-point line, that time and quick little spin. He's got such excellent footwork down in the post. And here he is, and that extra pass there, Brownell able to knock down a 3.
3-point play complete. Kohler's night may be done. So the double-double streak may come to an end for Jackson Kohler, but 16 points and 8 rebounds, not a bad night's work.
That's a hard-working big guy right there.
What a bounce back for Michigan State after the loss in Lincoln on Friday. Brownell in the corner, that 3, an air ball caught by Scott. Here's Wojcik. Under 2 minutes remaining in this one. It's been all Michigan State. McCullough has to back that out. In the corner, Scott for 3. Offensive rebound underneath by Cam Ward. A whistle and a foul. It'll go on Jaden Brownell, his 2nd.
Yeah, this Michigan State team has really dominated almost all phases of the game tonight, and the second chance opportunities, that's now 11 offensive rebounds in this game. And man, they've shown the ability to be able to win ugly as well, because they haven't shot the ball very well from the three-point line tonight.
Well, and remember, this game started 5-0 USC.
Yes.
So since the start, it's been 76 to 46. And you see the fast break points, 25-5. Michigan State got it running, and USC could never get that offense clicking on the break. They could never get the pace up against Michigan State.
The Spartan team is 17th in the country in fast break points at 16 a game, and they've wildly exceeded that tonight.
Here's Easter in traffic. Tough catch by Woods. The three won't go, and the rebound by Ward. Nick Sanders on the floor for the first time tonight, and we've got a whistle and a substitution timeout by Tom Izzo. Colin Walton checking in. Brennan Walton checking in. The Twins are on the floor.
Yes, I love it. Yeah, I love these moments. When you have a big lead like this, these guys who put in so much work and so much time get an opportunity to play. And you don't forget these moments. Wolf.
12 to shoot. Wojcik, baseline drive. Wraparound. Sanders drops it off underneath.
Nice. Ooh, nice.
Ball movement to Scott for three.
That's pretty offense right there.
That's been the night for Michigan State. 80 to 51. Shoot. Woods. Diving on the floor. Wojcik able to secure it. Sanders and the Spartans can dribble it out.
Toughness and hustle are cornerstones of the Michigan State Spartans, whether you're a starter or very deep into the bench, and you've seen that on display here tonight.
What a bounce back for Michigan State. The loss at Nebraska on Friday. They come back home and an 80 to 51 win against the USC Trojans.
The defense was absolutely superb. They held the second best offensive team in the Big Ten to only 51 points tonight, Kevin.
For LaFonso Ellis and our entire Fox Sports crew, I'm Kevin Kugler. Let's send you back to our Los Angeles studios. Rob Stone and Casey Jacobson.
All right, guys, thank you. Coach Musselman cannot get out of the state of Michigan fast enough. Like, what? We're not leaving for Minnesota until tomorrow? We're out now. A 30-point loss at Michigan Friday, a 29-point loss tonight. As we welcome you to College Hoops Extra. Casey Jacobson, Rob Stone in studio with you tonight. Plenty to come up, including a trip back to East Lansing. We're going to hear from Tom Izzo in just a moment. We're going to check in on the Spartans' NCAA tournament status. Plus, we'll highlight Nebraska's impressive run to start their season. But let's begin with Michigan State getting a much-needed and I think a feel-good win after the struggles they had at Nebraska last time out.
Michigan State's defense did the trick, though, because their offense had no pressure on it to perform, because their defense, they just strangle opposing teams, and they've been doing it all season. This is the 5th-ranked defense in America, which is going to give the Spartans a chance to win every single game. But what that defense does, Rob, is it allows them to play full 94 feet. The highlights that we're showing you right now are fast break, transition. They had 25 fast break points. And when you allow Jeremy Fears in the open floor, he can do that as good as anybody. Him and Braden Smith are the 2 best passers in the country. But USC had no rhythm tonight. 3 triples for the Trojans. That's the 2nd lowest total for them this season. And Chad Baker-Mazara, Rob, was averaging over 20 points per game, was completely wiped off the board, had a season-low 4 points. So Michigan State has only lost twice this year, right? To Duke and to Nebraska. And both of those games, Rob, Duke and Nebraska had to grind it out, right? Duke only scored 66 points in the win, and Nebraska scored 58. So even when Michigan State loses